1 out of 3 with 2 runs scored last night. Hitting .313 on the year. Our marker 7 first pitch is fouled off, and it is bright coming off the field now. A lot of offers last night against Aiden King. He was magnificent. Peterson from the belt. Here's a 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to score the run. Backhanded by Curlin on to first in time. Dogs take a 1-0 lead.
Jackson driving in his 50th run of the year.
Second best in the conference. And by the way, that's the 4th time this weekend, DJ. Florida, whether it's Curlin or Myers, they've had the Dogs played perfectly up the middle with their defensive positioning. But a great job by Jackson, especially with 2 strikes, putting that one in play. And for the first time in the series, Georgia has the lead. Now here's Riley. McDonald, righty on righty. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. That one at 89. At least get one more home here for some insurance. Would love to get them both in. Righty, the pitch to Henry. Line drive into left. It's a base hit. Lujo scores. Peoples around third. Now we'll throw up the stop sign with Brock Bennett. Wisely so. Kendall with a good throw in. 3-1 Georgia. Henry Allen with a clutch hit, his second of the day. 33rd RBI, and the lead's now 2.
And I like that. He took a pitch, saw one, and then jumped on the next one. Great job there by Bo Cephas.
I'll see what Brennan Hudson does here.
Still nobody out.
Georgia, a double from Jackson. Lujo hit by a pitch. Oriach with an RBI single. Allen with an RBI single. Well done by Brock Bennett at third. There's nobody. McDonald, righty on righty. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. That one at 89. At least get one more home here for some insurance. Would love to get them both in. Righty, the pitch to Henry. Line drive into left. It's a base hit. Lujo scores. Peoples around third. Now we'll throw up the stop sign with Brock Bennett. Wisely so. Kendall with a good throw in. 3-1 Georgia. Henry Allen with a clutch hit, his second of the day. 33rd RBI, and the lead's now 2.
And I like that. He took a pitch, saw one, and then jumped on the next one. Great job there by Bo Cephas.
I'll see what Brennan Hudson does here.
Still nobody out.
Georgia, a double from Jackson. Lujo hit by a pitch. Oriach with an RBI single. Allen with an RBI single. Well done by Brock Bennett at third. There's nobody.
They choose to do, although if they did bring in a lefty, Georgia would more than likely pinch hit for Oriach. So let's see what Sully wants to do here for Florida.
Well, the Dogs have not laid down a successful sacrifice this season. There are runners at first and second with nobody out the bottom of the 8th inning. Georgia's out hit Florida 9-2. Cooper Walls on the mound. Lujo the runner at first. Jackson the runner at second. Walls looking in. Righty on lefty. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. It's through for a base hit. Jackson around third. Sears throw him home close. Safe, but the Dogs take the lead 2-1.
Jordy Oriach with his second hit of the game and his third of the weekend, giving the Dogs the 2-1 lead here in the 8th.
Florida's going to challenge.
He's safe.
Lujo's at third, so they're runners on the corners. It's a 2-1 lead, and Annika who's listening in. It's Georgia 3 and Florida 1. 2 in, nobody out, runners on the corners. Hudson at the plate. He's got 12 homers on the year, hitting .284. The pitch. hit high out into center field. Jones is retreating. He's at the track. He makes the catch. It's an easy tag and score for Peoples, and the Dogs extend the lead to 4-1.
And again, every at-bat's been a positive one here in the inning.
Double, hit batsman, single, sac fly. And here's Ryan Black. He had that leadoff double in the 7th. McDonald, a bluff, back to second base. And now pointing, Dave.
Yes, a lot of that. Yes, we know he stepped off. The umpires have to do it. I understand, but it's just funny.
All right, Archibald digging in. Black's at second, Allen at third. That one's in the dirt. It's a bounce for Georgia. Safe at home. Wild pitch. 5-1 Dogs. Henry Allen in with another insurance run. Black to third. And psychologically, that lightens the load some on Jack Archibald here as well.
Big time.
Hey, we got the run in with you at the plate. Now just see if you can get another one. Tripling has flown to left, struck out looking, and struck out swinging. His average 283, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Went deep last night in the 7th. Aoki, the 1-0. Called strike on the outer half. Dogs an out away from evening up the series. It's Georgia 5, Florida 1. Aoki, the 1-1. Hit out into left field. Allen retreating at the track. Reaches, makes the catch, and the Dogs win 5-1. What a game here today in Athens. Aoki closes the door. He and Big U combined to twirl a gem. And today, DJ, it was the Dogs who had the difference-making big inning.
Gators had that 7-run 7th to win it last night. The Dogs with the 4-run 8th to win it this afternoon, setting up a big rubber game tomorrow afternoon.
Final score here today in Athens. Georgia 5 and Florida 1. We'll come back and check the totals after this timeout on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.